The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Such emotion here.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
This will surely be a true mano-a-mano test. It's amazing. For more than 50 years, men and women have entered this ring all in the name of greatness to see who is truly the best. I think when it's all said and done, we'll be talking about this match for a long time.
Oh, this one's going to be good. One of these guys is about to leave with the gold. Which one will it be? We're going to find out right now.
Mano-a-mano. One fall will decide.
And one last thing. These so-called laid-back fans in Santa Clara are anything but. They're fired up here tonight.
Let's touch on Triple H briefly. Do you really think you can unseat the champion here?
This is when all those hours in the gym finally pay off. A chance to become champion. A chance to forever have your name in the record books.
He's simply reminding him that he's here. How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out here?
I don't know how much more damage he can take. Watch it!
It looks like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor. And I think he's begging him to bring it.
Oh, boy. Triple H has blood flowing. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. What type of competitor is favored when you step outside the ropes, King?
Well, in my opinion, the more vicious, the more destructive person that's willing to do absolutely anything to hurt his opponent, regardless of the consequences, he has the advantage. The WWE Universe, and the rest of the world for that matter, has witnessed Triple H at various points in his career. Whether he was being cheered or swimming in a sea of booze at the mere sight of him, this is a figure who had prided himself in being the absolute best in the business. And they know it.
The back region taking the brunt of the punishment here. There he goes again.
And again. And again.
And again. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe this. We may have just seen a career come to an end right here in front of us.
No kidding, Cole. This looks bad. Oh, no! Talk about getting launched out of the ring.
Just take a moment and look at this crowd.
Right.
They know that when the game comes out, it's important, and something memorable is going to happen. If it weren't important, he wouldn't be there. It's that simple.
And you can tell by the state of this crowd. I think it's safe to say everyone here is awaiting Triple H's next move. Heck, that includes us, too. This is just awesome.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Wow, he's still down after that.
First time for everything, I guess. How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out here?
Well, we're on the move here.
That move did it. Now this has gone way past the point of insults and gone right to humiliation.
That's right. That was humiliating. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Uh-oh, look at this. Oh, trying to put him away. Oh, this capacity crowd is on the edge of their seats, eagerly waiting to see what Triple H is going to do next. They know one thing's for sure. When the game walks through that curtain, something will happen that they will never, ever forget. Not this.
He's looking at it again.
like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor.
And we see it one more time. How much more? How much more are you will? Oh, those steel steps getting used now as a weapon.
Oh, man, right off the skull. Oh, watch out. Two major blows with that weapon did significant damage. If this isn't enough to win the match, I don't want to know what's going to happen next.
Tonight we're in for quite a treat, courtesy of WWE COO Triple H. Many of the fans you see here arrive before the building officially opened in anticipation of what the game has to say.
He's in full-on attack mode now. Oh, man! That's it. Did you hear that? I'm just glad I didn't feel it.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. These superstars will do whatever it takes to win here tonight. Well, King, you mentioned the type of control the COO has over the crowd when he appears. This audience is very eager to let him know if they approve or disapprove of what's about to take place, whatever it is.
Yeah, so, Michael, we all know that the most important thing in this business is to get a reaction from the crowd. And Triple H has shown during his career he doesn't have to worry about that. Wow, here we see it from this angle.
Putting it all on the line.
That's the way it should be. Uh-oh, I mean, that's how you pick your moment and go for it.
Toss to the outside.
Like yesterday's garbage.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything. Look out! Sometimes when you go high risk, you crash and burn. And sometimes you knock it out of the park. And that was a perfect example of hitting it big.
How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out here?
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there. Oh, Triple H. He's been a Connecticut Blue Blood, the leader of DX, the leader of Evolution, a decorated champion, and now Chief Operating Officer of the WWE. You have to admire the dynamic career this man has had, the dedication, the drive, and you can tell that he has the respect of everyone in that locker room and in each corner of the WWE Universe.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Oh, I think this man means business.
It looks like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor.
Hey, he's going for it again.
Jerry Lawler, when you take a look at the career of Triple H, it's important to remember this is a man who's been at the top of this business, whether leading a faction like D-Generation X or Revolution, or being on his own. It's how he has become known as the King of Kings.
And one of the things about Triple H that has defined him throughout his career was his sensational appetite to be the very best. I mean, the game stopped at nothing to reach whatever heights he could achieve. Now, as COO of the WWE, he's using that same mentality to propel the company into the 21st century.
Whoa, when you get nailed with something like that, you know your opponent smells blood. You either defend yourself or be beaten alive.
Let me tell you, when it comes to finishing moves, I don't think anyone has perfected the finisher like Triple H has the pedigree. He can and has flattened opponents of all shapes and sizes with that move.
trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now. Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him giving up. When it comes to the pedigree, King, you're absolutely right. Triple H is down to all comers. Something that's also important to remember is these pedigree people.
I think he's through playing around.
Through our broadcast table.
I can't believe what we just saw. That was incredible.
And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move.
Back into the ring now.
Take a look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Oh, not again. Not again. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, look out. All right, now that's what I'm talking about. This just became my kind of fight. I like it when things get down and dirty in there.
Wow, he's still down after that. Listen, being royalty myself, I know what it means to be a king in that ring. Now, opponents need to know that when they stand across the ring from Triple H to game, they're in there with one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But, man, this has been physical.
He did it. He set it on fire.
Oh, my gosh. This is so dangerous.
Vicious shot to the lower back.
Uh-oh. Looks like this one's going out to the floor.
What was your first clue? Jerry, you talked about this moments ago, but you can't help but be aware of the aura of this man, Triple H, and what he's achieved throughout his career. You're looking at someone whose sole focus is to be the very best at whatever he does, and will achieve those results by any means necessary.
And when you talk about what makes Triple H tick and what makes him who he is, you're talking about a relentless pursuit of pure greatness. I mean, will he get down and dirty if he has to? Of course he will. This is WWE, and make no mistake about it, Triple H will do whatever he can to stay on top.
You know, Triple H always knows that he's just one pedigree away from victory.
Right.
The move can come at any time and from almost any angle, and it can be over just like that. Going for the double play with this move.
Look at this.
And here we see it from this angle.
Oh, my gosh. Looks even worse from here. Hey, starting to feel like a broken record here. Oh, wait, Cole, you do remember records, don't you?
What's a record? You mean for music?
Yes.
I download my stuff.
Well, Michael, you brought up the pedigree earlier. It's been said one of the keys to a great finishing move is the ability to give it to any opponent. The game has pedigreed them all in all shapes and sizes, from the Big Show to Hornswoggle. You want range? There it is.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
How much damage did that do?
A lot.
Taking a risk here. Out of the ribs.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away. I didn't think this could get any worse. After this match, it won't look like they were in a fight. It'll look like they were hit by a car.
You know, when we talk about the pedigree, something I'd like to point out is you're talking about something that can be directly correlated to Triple H's success throughout his career. I don't think he's had one opponent who hasn't felt its devastating effects.
Of course, we have to talk about the pedigree.
You call the last ride.
This is insane. Does this building have a curfew? I feel like we might be here all night. What a beating.
Well, I've never seen him do that before. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.
That could break your back.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal.
Triple H is part of an elite group where the mere mention of his name invokes visions of history. His greatest moment in WWE lore might just be at the end of an era match where he, along with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, are standing together, arm in arm, looking out at the crowd of more than 78,000. I get chills just thinking about it.
Man, I do too. And you know, Michael, when you think about it, all the great moments, all the history this man has made, all of them that I've followed as a broadcaster, I don't know if anything will top when Triple H returned to WWE after suffering what we thought was a career-ending torn quadriceps injury. What an ovation. January 7th, 2002 in New York City. That was a historic night.
When you look at Triple H's career as a whole, he is WWE history. When I think of all his conquests, I can't help but think of WrestleMania 25. Call me old-fashioned, but the man was forced to defend his family and the WWE title. He did both, and that's beyond admirable.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But, man, this has been physical.
Look at this, right to the body. A swift kick. Just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Facebuster, facebuster.
You know, all the great moments we've all talked about from Triple H's heralded career. And Cole, you mentioned the storied end of an era match earlier. In the end, it will all be up to the fans to decide. Or that fateful day when Triple H takes his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame.
He's not known as the cerebral assassin because it sounds good or looks cool on a t-shirt. When you step through the ropes against him, Triple H is looking to dissect you physically and psychologically. An opponent better be ready for war.
Oh, Michael, rest assured that the war is going to be physical. It's going to be psychological, and it's going to be the fight of that man's life. And it can all come to an end with one pedigree.
At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. He's setting it up.
Cole, you said it best earlier. Being the opponent of Triple H is like being in a war. I mean, it's important to remember that it can all end with one pedigree. It's that simple. And you can bet that's in the back of every WWE superstar's mind. Well, whether they admit it or not. Oh, man! He landed right on his neck from that German suplex.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
No kidding. This is going to need some serious medical attention. He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Expanding the repertoire with that move. He's making a statement here with this attack. You know, King, we talked about it before, all the elements that make up the game and how an opponent has to be physically and mentally prepared. The match will be a war, and for the game, that war begins not when the bell rings, but when he feels you become the opposition. Whoa! He's measuring. Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Triple H, you're looking at someone that has literally accomplished everything there is to accomplish in this business. From winning championships and tournaments to headlining WrestleMania.
Boy, you said it, Cole. No one else except the game has also led to dominant faction. Those being Degeneration X and Evolution. Definitely impressive.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, sledgehammer to the ribs. He may have broken his ribs.
Another knockout blow. That could be it. We have just witnessed the coup de grace. Impending doom being thrust upon Triple H.
When we talk about the career of the game, I think about seeing him as a superstar before I was even a member of this company. Triple H was trying to survive, trying to make a name for himself. Seeing what he's accomplished, I can only imagine how proud his teacher, Kira Kowalski, would be of him today. Here we see it one more time.
Yeah, I don't know if I can believe what I saw the first time. Well, that steel chair has done the damage.
We're watching someone toying with their opponent. I don't know if the manhandling is going to end anytime soon, but this is almost inhumane.
And I think it's obvious that he'll stop at nothing to win here tonight.
Oh, my. Get the medics down here. Oh, not again. Not again.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, look out. All right, now that's what I'm talking about. This just became my kind of fight. I like it when things get down and dirty in there.
Michael, people refer to Triple H however they choose. Whether you cheer for him or boo him, you can't take anything away from everything he's done. A tip of the crown from one king to another. Stay down! Stay down! Here we go. This could be it.
Oh, man, someone's got to stop this. Ferocity like this is in its own category. You don't launch an offensive like this unless your objective is to incapacitate your opponent.
You know, with no countouts, he's more dangerous than usual outside that ring.
Yeah, he's one of the most dangerous superstars around. And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him.
He's zoned in on the back now.
Boy, those vertebrae got to be close to being fractured.
He's focusing on the face now. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I certainly didn't expect to see this kind of damage.
Oh, my. Get the medics down here.
What an attack.
Oh, not again. Not again.
There's definitely facial damage. I just wonder if anything's broken.
Yeah, he's going to have a Roman nose. Going to roam all over his face.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Oh, looking to make a statement here. Think about being Triple H's opponent.
Yeah, okay.
One of the monikers this man enjoys is the Cerebral Assassin. He can break you down mentally. He can grapple with the best of them, brawl with the toughest customers, and tame the fiercest monsters when he's in that ring. Beware of the game.
To possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Yeah, you really have to enjoy hurting someone.
Man, he might need to get a new identification photo taken after this one's over.
You're not kidding. After this one's over, his own mother won't recognize him. Uh-oh. Big move coming.
King, something you brought up was Triple H's ability to take down any type of superstar. I think the superior in-ring acumen, coupled with his merciless mean streak, is what separates the game from the rest.
Well, we've talked about all of Triple H's incredible abilities, Michael. I think one of the things that we don't talk enough about is his physical power. There's not an opponent that Gaines had that has not felt the pedigree. Look out below! Look out!
The champ to the top turnbuckle.
What's he got in mind? Oh, no!
You can practically see the pain in his face right now, thanks to that tremendous move off the ropes.
Oh, man! Did you hear that?
He's making a statement here with this attack. Well, that's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I gotta love it.
I don't think there's any lengths that these superstars won't go to achieve victory here tonight.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away.
Hey, one more time just in case you missed it. Looks like he's having trouble staying in the ring. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
The ring may not be big enough for what's about to unfold here.
Are you kidding me? This entire arena may not be big enough. Buster. That'll cause some damage.
Gosh, this is like that old battery commercial. This move just keeps going and going and going and going.
Okay, keep going. Whoa, whoa! And another thunderous leg drop.
Man, that one hurt.
How much more?
Ouch, he's going to be bruised from head to toe before this one's over.
He's showing no signs of letting up. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
Wow, he just slammed him with ease.
Yeah, and almost slammed him right through the ring floor. This may settle the score right here.
Another shot for good measure. This is when you know you'll pull out anything you need in order to put away your opponent for good.
He's looking to put his opponent away right here.
Hey, Cole, this could do it.
I think so.
1, 2, 3. The match is over. That's all she wrote.
Here's your winner and still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Hardcore Icon,
He looked very impressive in that win here tonight.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
And what an incredible journey it has been to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely amazing